On Ghana's coastline stands Elmina Castle, not just a monument, but a memory carved in stone. Built in 1482, Elmina Castle is the oldest surviving European structure in sub-Saharan Africa, but its legacy is darker. Behind these walls, European powers traded in human lives, and deep below in suffocating dungeons, hundreds were held before being forced through the door of no return. The space you see beside me is the famous door of no return. Now, this door, historians say that you have to lose weight to a certain level before you are able to enter. Once you pass through this door, there's no coming back in here into your country or into the land of your birth. So I'm just going to try to enter this to see if, I'll fit inside. So obviously this is very difficult. This is not a passage that human beings are supposed to enter, but this is what people were subjected to. And this is one of the reasons why Ghana and President John Dramani Mahama is at the United Nations trying to push for reparative justice, demanding that the transatlantic slave trade be recognized as a gravest crime of all humanity. Today, people don't just visit, they come to confront history.
I can only imagine what they went through. But I promise you, this is worse than any story can ever tell you. This is worse than any horror that can scare you, any thriller that can surprise you, and crueler and more depraved than any twisted person can think of. There is no compensation you can do.
But it's a start.
But it is a start.
It's a start.
That start is now at the center of a global push.
Ghana has secured the United Nations backing for the transatlantic slave trade to be declared the gravest crime against humanity. 123 countries supported the resolution, 52 abstained, including the United Kingdom and European countries, while 3 countries, including the US and Israel, opposed it.
The demand is clear. Acknowledgements, apology, reparations, and a promise it will never happen again. For many, recognition must come first.
An apology is a sign of recognition that yes, we did it, and we acknowledge that it happened. And although it is not us directly that participated, but our ancestors that participated in it, we apologize for it. And it's sort of like it suits you. It's a first step towards the other things that would have to come up. Talk of reparations and all of that. All of those things can't happen without accepting it and apologizing that, yes, it did happen.
Inside the castle, that pain is still palpable. Visitors walk through the same cramped cells, some pausing in silence, others leaving wreaths in memory of those who never returned. For members of the diaspora, the call for justice is personal.
We have been fed lies like we were sold for beads, and we were just casually given up and sold as people of no value. And then on the other side, we got received as people who were slaves. No history prior to slavery. And I believe that we are due reparations for building America, building the so-called New World, and on this side for depriving Africa of its strength and substance that it needed for its own development. So we have been double robbed, double lied to, and it's time to clear up.
Yet, even here, not everyone sees it the same way.
Most of the times, it saddens me, and one way or the other, it's also funny to hear a lot of Ghanaians saying the slave trade is no more. So why don't we just forget about this whole reparation? And then I feel sad whenever I hear people say so, because they don't know the depth of the atrocities which was committed on Africans.
Others say the moment demands action now.
We've been waiting for this to happen. We've had this question from the people from the diaspora since 2019 up to today as they come. So everything that the president is pushing up, as well as the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I'm really, really super in support about it. It should go a long way, not only to be talked about, but definitely we really want the white and the world to really recognize that this was one of the most evil trade that ever happened on earth.
Beyond the castle walls, support for reparative justice is growing. In Elmina, this is not just history, it is lived memory. And now Ghana is asking the world to answer for it.